Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we are looking at Exceptional X-Men issue 4. And yes, I know I am really behind on this issue. This was probably the biggest casualty of issues that I recently had with my comic store not being able to get the comics, but now back to full strength and trying to catch up as we are in the middle of an event, and Exceptional X-Men is coming out in just over a week, so I've got 3 issues to catch up within that time. So writer Ewing, Carmen, Carnero, and Nolan Woodard, and VC's Travis Lanham are the talented team. We have the cast here, and our story begins with Trista, and it begins with her thinking about when her mum had to go away, and it was like, be strong, you're strong, go out there and show them. But it's never about being peaceful, being gentle, and all that, those other soft sides. So she clearly has a lot of demons in her head. She also has a lot of stuff going on at school. There's auditions coming out. There's a guy she really likes. And then we shift over to her facing Sentinel. And, well, it is a training session, but it doesn't go the way that she was. But she's getting there. That's the point. This is about them learning to fit into society. And one of the things that she talks to Bobby and Emma Frost is about how she can do these auditions without being, turning into a great big hunk of metal. So that is what she's working on. Bobby obviously has gone through that transition before, where he changes between ice and human form, or if he's decapitated or destroyed, he mists up and reforms, etc. So that is what Trista's working on. Meanwhile, Bobby and Emma discuss Kitty, why she's at work and not there. And it's like, is she avoiding you, Bobby? So Bobby does the natural Bobby thing and throws himself into her world by cooking dinner. And then in the conversation comes up how they met. And this case of, well, we grew up together, dated for a while. It turns out I'm gay. And this is the Bobby that I wanted to hear. Bobby who's comfortable in his own skin finally. It still drives me mad that it was an adult Bobby that came out, and we went through the journey with adult Bobby, and it was just Jean Grey picking out of young Iceman's brain. That always frustrated me. And Kitty Pryde's like, yeah, I'm gay, or was it bisexual? I don't know, one or the others anyway. Either way, they're both seeing the same sex at the moment. So Iceman is being very cryptic, and clearly he is trying to find something out about Kitty Pryde. And meanwhile, Bronze has audition, and it doesn't start off very well. She is a little bit quieter. It is a big stage, and you got to project your voice, right? Got to get that out there. However, a monster randomly comes out of nowhere, and it's a demon beast that was released in X-Force 5, which I have read. I'm not always up to date with some of the other titles that I'm not necessarily reviewing. Sometimes I read them a little bit later as a bunch. But yeah, so this demon comes flying in, but Bronze comes out, and, well, let's just say she makes mincemeat off this creature. She asks her teacher and friend to keep it quiet about her being a mutant. And, well, now I'm pretty sure she has a roll of Valletta. But she says, thanks, Mr. Hampton, but maybe next time I have a more pressing thing to be working on, which is around her mutant powers after school. So with Kitty Pryde there and Emma Frost there and Iceman hopefully turning up soon, they now have a way to work with some of the powers that relate to theirs. So Kitty's going to work with Tao on phasing. Emma can double down on psionic sessions with Alex. And Iceman can work with Trista on the changing of the powers. But Kitty Pryde catches Iceman talking to somebody on the phone. We don't know who that is at this point in time. And all he says is that the only other contact with mutant is Emma Frost. And that's pretty much it in their universe. So he doesn't know if her power's up to scratch. However, she has a knife in her hand. She's phased to his heart. You best tell me what the hell is going on. And it is quite simple. She gets a little bit frustrated because Bobby's not answering. So she picks up the phone and it's Rogue. But she hangs up quickly. And Bobby just says, look, we all wanted to reach out. We reached out to you and you ghosted everybody. We were worried about you. You went through a hell of a lot. And this is actually referenced earlier in the book where he asks, do you not want to talk about what happened? And she doesn't. She's bottled it up. She's hiding it. She's hiding that part because I don't think she wants to reveal the truth that it broke her. And that's why she's trying to focus on just a normal life. And then she gets pulled back into looking after young mutants. And she's just trying to understand herself after going through an horrific experience, what she had to do during the fall of X. So, and Bobby, you know, is clearly asked by by Rogue, Remy, and Logan to come and just check in. And, you know, not to coerce her into doing anything, being a team with the X-Men, because they just want to make sure she's all right in reality. And then, you know, he pushes the subject of Krakoa and Orchis, and she says, don't mention that after what I did. And he says, you did what you had to do. And then she shouts out, I killed people, Bobby. And then he goes, wait. And then she comes flying through the door. And, well, the students are watching and they're like, you killed people? You know, this is not the person that we thought you were. So I thought this was a very, very good issue. And I'm glad that I finally got around to reading it. We've obviously got exceptional X-Men. The art's pretty cool. I think for character development, this is a very solid book. And I think it works well with the characters. The dynamics perfect. You got Kitty, you got Frost, you got Bobby, and you got some new students that we are learning about. So it's a very, very incredible book. And I'm looking forward to catching up on the next issue. So if you like my video, do please support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. Thank you everybody that subscribed already. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.